podcast contains graphic language. What's going on out there, McChild? What's going on out there in sales? Oh, my apologies. What's going on? What's going on on the Ministry? What's going on in the world? Welcome to Kendall Rican Podcast. I'm right here in the Pacific Northwest, podcasting it up all across the world. You name it. New Zealand, all kinds of stuff out there. The UK, Mexico, Australia, you name it. I'm out here just banging this bad boy up and expressing myself. So if this is your first time, so let's start with an intro. So just bear with me, gentlemen. I'm dealing with low budget stuff, but it works. So here we go, the intro. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome to the shit show. Welcome to the shit show. All right. Big shout out here. Let me see who's in the he's house. Let me see out here. I'm dealing with cheap ass equipment and stuff like that. Red Pill, Pill Rage, and Richard Nevado. Big shout out here. Please, don't be gay. Do not be gay. Talking about gay, for heaven's sake. Listen, I want to put this in respect. You like it or not, I'm going to express myself. This is how the cookie crumbles out here in this podcast, okay? I open up my mouth. I look up these things, different things. If you don't like it, great. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, go fuck off. But this is how it goes, right? So, it's all given. I live in the West Coast, okay? I'm in the Pacific Northwest. So I know a little bit about these so-called forest fires. Yes, it happens out here. And it's horrible. It was like 3 years ago. There was a big ass fucking forest fire. It is miserable. You can't even see the fucking sky. I'm walking out the crib. I got to put the door behind and stuff and drive. Is horrible. It smells, you like walking in, you like walking and driving in some fucking smoke shit. Especially when it's in the summertime and stuff like that. Right? The closest has been like 20 miles, but everything out here is cool. It's under control, right? Out here in the state of Washington and stuff like that. It's cool, but I've been in this scenario on the summertime. It's horrible. Smoke everywhere. You can't even see the fucking sky, dude. You can see the sun, but it's blocked by black smoke and shit like that. Right? It is what it is. This is my experience out here. It happens. That's what it is. So let's go out here on the state of California, right? And this is my perspective. And of course, I'm going to have to do a little correlate. Call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. But the correlation is there. So let's start with one, the small one, the baby one. The baby one is Hawaii, right? Hawaii is full of Marxists. Okay? Full of them. The second is California. And let's put this in perspective. Listen, gentlemen, I'm just putting my aluminum foil hat here and trying to correlate some stuff. That's it. Nothing more. So, when you correlate these two fires, right? It's just like you have to understand where the root came from, right? You have to understand, at least for me, for myself, I'm trying to correlate stuff like that, right? That's it. But when you look at these two states where it has been polluted by one party system, which is the Democrats, Hawaii and California. Okay? These people will not let go of the power unless they have to burn it down. That's how it goes. In my point of view. In my point of view. Just one man out here trying to correlate some stuff. Or some bullshit, like I call it, right? A lot of this shit, it was well given that this fire, it was going to take place. But will it take place in a major scale? Who knows? I don't know. But it's taking place in a major scale out there in Los Angeles and stuff like that. In the city, so bizarre. Los Angeles mean the city of angels. Ain't that ironic? LA, Los Angeles, the city of angels. Guess what? It's burning down. It's been burning for the last 3 days. Okay? It's going to be, in my point of view, it's going to be more catastrophic by the end of tomorrow or the next day. I don't know how the wind's going to blow the fire in each way. I do not know. I'm not a weather person and shit like that. But all I know, when the winds kicked in, the fire goes crazier. And the embers go up in the air and they can burn some other shit out there. Who knows? Who knows? So now I'm going to flip this sandwich. I want to flip this sandwich because the sandwich was cold. So I want to put it in a pan and I want to flip it so it can get warmed up. So the first minutes, I'm cooking a sandwich. So I want to flip the sandwich with a spatula and put this in perspective. Now they got these for like, I don't know how long, this DI program they got out there, motherfuckers they ain't got no business doing in any possible way of, and let's put this in perspective, just the firefighters and shit like that, right? The firefighter who, man, they fight the firefighters and put out water and stuff like that. A lot of these fellas out there, they say, fuck this shit. I'm not, because the governor implemented this thing that men have to, anyone who worked for the government got to get vaccinated. And a lot of these firefighters say, you know what, fuck off. Because you understand, firefighters, they don't only fight fire. They out there with the ambulance and dealing with sick people and stuff like that. You know? They got this device and a motherfucker got a heart attack and stuff like that. They, you know, that's what they do. So the firefighters say in California, especially in Los Angeles, no, I'm not going to take your shot just because you implement it. I'd rather not have a job. And there was a lot of men got fired. All right? They did. So this DEI business, after that, they move a bunch of chicks and lesbians and stuff like that to be the chief of the firefighters in Los Angeles. Not only that, they implemented a female who's the mayor of Los Angeles and shit like that. Right? Because it's supposed to be everybody equal and all that bullshit, this DEI and bullshit, because it's utter nonsense. It's bullshit. I've been calling this bullshit for years. At least for the last 8-9 years. It's utter nonsense bullshit. Bullshit. Real shit. Utter nonsense bullshit. I never believe on how you call these other bullshit with the education system. You just bear with me, because there's been so much nonsense that is really easy to keep up with it, right? But the name has transformed to different things, right? It will come to my mind. But anyways, it had to do with college and stuff like that. When they implemented it, you have to have certain minorities and stuff like that. Not multicultural. I forgot that terminology. Just bear with me. It's been a long fucking day. But I was against that shit too. You know why? I'll tell you why. It's simple. for me. It's very simple. I was an athlete, okay? I played baseball. My parents got in the military from Puerto Rico to Germany. I did not know English or German. But one thing I knew is to play baseball. And I was really good at it. Then after that, I developed how to speak English, a little bit of German, Spanish is my native tongue, and stuff like that. And the good thing about sports is it's relevant. It's relevant. You cannot speak any language in sport, but as long as you're the best motherfucker out there, or good enough, you will qualify, right? You qualify. And to be honest, not only I play baseball, I fall in love with this game of football, American football out there, and base. And I am a small stature man. I'm only 5'8". But I know how to tackle. I know how to run fast. I know how to do this shit. Yes, I wasn't a starter, but I was out there participating because I like the sport. And I qualified. Yes, I did qualify. You got tryouts, you got this, you got that, you know, and stuff like that. So this notion that they implemented in Los Angeles that you have to have a quota with whatever diversity it is, whatever bullshit they came out with, this Marxists. And it goes back to the Marxism between oppressor and who's not oppressed and shit like that. Which is, it goes back to, it started up in the 1970s, I believe. And just bear with me. It was this bunch of fuckface they got there after they decided socialism, meaning socialism, did not work properly. So they came out with this new notion of oppressor and race and stuff like that. I forgot the terminology of this fucking fuckface. Damn it. It's been a long time since I've been talking about this topic because it's relevant. It's relevant. And I'm trying to go back with this nonsense. It was implemented in the 70s and 80s in academia. So that's what we're facing right now, because it was implemented in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and in the 2000s. So now we hear that it's all about equality. Everybody's the same, and you know, and you have to break barriers and nonsense and bullshit. But they do not care who qualifies for that job, right? So the way I look at this is sort of like a way of a Marxist. I'm trying to figure out this fucking cockface. It is a ideology, you know. The postmodernists, yeah, the postmodernists. Yeah, the postmodernism, they created this bullshit. There we go, the postmodernists. They created this bullshit in the 1970s when they decided, hey, this shit of socialism did not work. So let's put this in perspective and let's implement in this shit. Matter of fact, it took place in England and Germany, but the British was gung-ho about this postmodernism ideology, identical ideology. Yes, now I remember because I read out about this stuff on my own on the internet. So the postmodernists the University of Oxford, and then after Oxford, it went to Harvard, and then after Harvard, it went to Berkeley. Now I remember this shit vividly now. So now since we talk about Berkeley, so now LA is burning down because they did not have the proper people or the proper government who's supposed to take care of this scenario that is taking, not scenario, what is taking place. LA is burning down. And it was implemented because we have to reflect back what took place until now. So now we got they have the chief of the firefighters, lesbian crew, and they also got this postmodernist ideology with environment and bullshit and nonsense. They trying to save a little fish with these. I mean, I've been looking at this shit for years, right? For years. You got to maintain the forest. Meaning you put those fire torches, burn one anchor. Prisoners used to do this type of job. Prisoners. Oh, fuck yeah. It's called forest prevention. They went out there from prison, and I'm not saying that's right, but they used to do that. They go out there with the oil and this. They have this many anchors and stuff like that and shit like that. We're going to burn this tree. We're going to burn how many anchors and stuff like that. We're going to maintain the forest. Because the forest is going to maintain itself. Right? As long as you maintain it. They used to do this shit. Maybe I'm old. I remember watching videos of these guys out there. So it looked like aluminum. It was like aluminum. How can I describe it? Like a aluminum coffee mug, and they put the oil in there, stuff like that, and they burn it, and the shit goes up, and they just keep on rolling to the next hill, and they did the same shit. They pop and they burn it. That's maintaining the forestry and dead leaf and stuff like that. Well, sometimes I don't even know what the fucking universe I live at, but it is what it is. I'm just out here telling you my point of view. That's it. to end up the correlation besides the verbal diarrhea that I talked about before. So in simple words, in my mind, okay? What happened in Hawaii? They didn't have no water. What's going on in California? The water is not working. Am I retarded? Am I crazy? Am I a loon? I don't think so. I don't think so. That's my rational thinking. Where's the water? Well, shit is burning in very expensive real estate. That's what I have to say. It stinks to high heaven. Well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you tonight in the morning and stuff like that. Like I always say, gentlemen, peace. Let the universe be with you. I will catch you next podcast, live stream, or video.